A significant gap often stretches between our current reality and the ambitious vision we hold for our lives. A feeling like an invisible barrier is keeping us from our true potential. We witness individuals around us achieving remarkable feats, seemingly with ease, prompting thoughts about inherent gifts or fortunate circumstances. Yet, the differentiating factor is seldom luck or raw talent. It's a power that can be consciously built, a strength you can forge within yourself, starting this very day. We're not just here to talk, we're here to act. Consider the profound transformation possible in just 90 days, a chance to overhaul your productivity, resilience, and your very sense of what you can accomplish. This isn't about shortcuts or effortless change. It's about cultivating an unbreakable resolve, an inner steel that propels you forward. Welcome, my friend, to the 90-Day Discipline Challenge. Think about it for a moment, truly pause and reflect. How many times have you stood at the starting line of a new goal, heart filled with a potent mix of excitement and resolve, only to find yourself, weeks or perhaps just days later, back at square one, the initial fire reduced to a mere ember? How many New Year's resolutions have you set with the best intentions, visualizing a new you, only to see them slowly fade into the background noise of daily life by February, or even sooner? How many Monday mornings have begun with incredible determination, a clear plan to tackle your most important tasks, only to have that focused energy fizzle out by Wednesday afternoon, replaced by distraction and the old, comfortable routines? You genuinely want to hit the gym consistently, to sculpt that stronger, healthier physique, but after a long, demanding day, the siren call of the couch and mindless entertainment often feels so much more inviting, so much easier. You have a burning desire to learn that new skill that could open up new career paths, to finally start that side hustle you've been dreaming about for months, maybe even years, or to sit down and write that book that's been living inside your head. But procrastination, that sly and cunning adversary, whispers sweet nothings in your ear, convincing you that later is always a better time. That persistent, nagging feeling of I should be doing more, I could be so much more than this. It gnaws at you, doesn't it? It's that frustrating, demoralizing cycle of starting with enthusiasm, encountering resistance, stopping, and then feeling like you're just spinning your wheels, stuck in a rut while life passes you by. You see the immense potential residing within you, a vast, untapped reservoir of capability, but accessing it, truly unleashing it, often feels like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands, elusive and intangible. This lack of consistent, focused action doesn't just stall your progress toward your goals. It does something far more insidious. It slowly, steadily chips away at your self-confidence, at your belief in your own ability to follow through. You start to doubt your own abilities. You start to question your own word to yourself. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this. You might find yourself thinking, maybe I just don't have what it takes. That insidious voice of doubt can be an incredibly powerful demotivator, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of inaction and mediocrity. But what if I told you, and I want you to really hear this, that discipline isn't some mystical trait that you're either born with or you're not. Discipline is not a gift bestowed upon a select few. Discipline is a skill. It's a mental muscle. And just like any muscle in your body, it can be trained, it can be strengthened, and it can be developed through deliberate, consistent effort. The 90-Day Discipline Challenge is meticulously designed to do exactly that, to take you through a structured process that builds that muscle day by day, week by week. Now, why 90 days specifically? Why not 30 or 60 or 120? Well, extensive research, combined with countless real-world experiences from high achievers across various fields, shows that this 90-day time frame is a genuine sweet spot for transformative change. It's long enough to effectively break those stubborn old patterns of procrastination and inconsistency, and to establish new, deeply ingrained habits that become almost automatic. Yet, it's also short enough to maintain a high level of focus and intensity, allowing you to see tangible, motivating results along the way that keep you invested and eager to continue. This challenge is structured in 3 distinct phases, each building upon the last, guiding you from establishing a baseline to pushing your limits and finally, to integrating discipline into your very identity. Let's break down the first phase, days 1 through 30. We'll call this the awakening. The primary goal during these initial 30 days is to cultivate unwavering clarity and build foundational consistency. This journey begins not with action, but with introspection. Before you even think about the how of discipline, you need to deeply, profoundly understand your why. Why do you truly want this change? What is the powerful, emotional driving force behind your desire for more discipline in your life? Is it for your physical health, to have more energy and vitality? Is it for your career, to achieve new levels of success and impact? Is it for your family, to be a better provider, a stronger role model? Is it for your own peace of mind, to quiet that inner critic and live with a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment? Get incredibly specific here. Don't settle for vague answers. Write your why down. Put it somewhere you'll see it every single day, on your mirror, as your phone wallpaper, on a note card in your wallet. Make it visible, make it visceral. Alongside your compelling why, you need to define one, or at the absolute most, two key habits or crucial goals that you will dedicate your focus to for the entirety of these 90 days. This is critical. Don't try to overhaul your entire life at once. That's a classic mistake and a surefire recipe for overwhelm and eventual burnout. Pick something truly meaningful, something that will make a significant positive impact. Maybe it's the commitment to waking up just 1 hour earlier each day to work on your personal development. Perhaps it's a non-negotiable 30-minute workout 5 times a week. Or it could be dedicating 1 uninterrupted hour to focused, deep work on your most important project before you get sucked into the vortex of emails and meetings. Choose wisely, because this will be your battleground for the next month. Once you have your why and your what, the next crucial step in this foundational phase is to establish your non-negotiable minimums for these chosen habits. Let me explain what I mean by that. For example, if your chosen habit is working out, your non-negotiable minimum might be something as simple as 10 push-ups or a 5-minute walk. Even on your absolute worst day, your busiest, most chaotic day, the day you feel completely drained and unmotivated, you still do those 10 push-ups or that 5-minute walk. This isn't about achieving massive, heroic leaps right out of the gate. It's about building the identity of someone who shows up, someone who honors their commitments to themselves, no matter what. Consistency, especially in these early stages, trumps intensity every single time. These small, consistent wins build trust with yourself, proving that you can rely on you. The third critical action for these first 30 days is to track your progress relentlessly and visibly. Get a large wall calendar, a dedicated journal, a habit tracking app, whatever system works best for you, and mark every single day you complete your non-negotiable minimum for your chosen habit. Put a big, satisfying X or a check mark on that day. That visual chain of successes, as it grows day by day, becomes an incredibly powerful psychological motivator. You literally won't want to break the chain. This simple act of tracking creates a powerful sense of accountability and provides immediate positive reinforcement, wiring your brain to associate action with reward. Think of these first 30 days like learning to walk again after a long period of inactivity. You might stumble, you might even fall a few times, but the crucial thing is that you get back up every single time. Each step, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant it feels at the moment, is building strength, resilience, and a quiet, growing confidence in your ability to persevere. This initial phase is all about proving to yourself that you can start, and that you can stick with something even when it's new and a little uncomfortable. It's about waking up to your own potential for consistency. Now, as you transition into the second 30-day block, days 31 through 60, we enter what I call the ascent. You've laid a solid foundation of consistency. You've proven to yourself that you can show up. Now it's time to gradually, intelligently, and strategically increase the intensity and the challenge. If your initial non-negotiable minimum for exercise was 10 push-ups, perhaps now you aim for 20, or you add a set of squats. If your focused work block was 1 hour, You might experiment with extending it to 75 or even 90 minutes, provided your focus can be maintained. The key here is gradual progression, not sudden, unsustainable leaps that lead to burnout or injury. Think of it like climbing a mountain. The initial path might have been relatively gentle, but now the incline is getting steeper. You need to push yourself, but you also need to be smart about it. This is also the phase where you can consider introducing a secondary, much smaller supportive habit. For instance, if your primary focus is your morning deep work session, your secondary habit might be preparing your workspace the night before, ensuring everything is clean and ready to go, removing any potential friction. Or if your primary focus is physical fitness, a secondary habit could be drinking a certain amount of water each day or ensuring you get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. This secondary habit should complement your primary goal and should not feel overwhelming. It's about adding small, reinforcing behaviors that create a positive feedback loop. During the ascent, you will inevitably encounter resistance. This is perfectly normal. In fact, it's a sign that you're actually pushing yourself beyond your old comfort zones. There will be days when your motivation plummets. There will be days when the old siren song of comfort and distraction feels overwhelmingly powerful. You might hit plateaus where it feels like you're not making any progress, despite your consistent efforts. This is where so many people give up. But not you. Not this time. Because you understand that this resistance is part of the process. This is where that deeply ingrained why you established in the first phase becomes your unwavering anchor. Revisit it daily. Remind yourself why you started this journey. Visualize the incredible rewards that await you on the other side of this temporary discomfort. One powerful technique during this phase is to shift your focus from the outcome to the process itself. Fall in love with the act of showing up, with the discipline of doing the work, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Celebrate the effort, not just the result. Remember, every time you push through that resistance, every time you choose discipline over ease, you're not just making progress on your goal. You are fundamentally rewiring your brain. You're forging new neural pathways. You're literally becoming a more disciplined individual at a neurological level. This phase is about building resilience, about learning to dance with discomfort, and about proving to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. What's one area where you typically face the most resistance when trying to build a new habit? Share it in the comments below. Let's see what common challenges we all face. Finally, we arrive at days 61 through 90, the third and final phase, the integration. By this point, if you've diligently followed the process, your chosen habits should be feeling significantly more ingrained, more natural, almost second nature. The internal battle to get started each day should be considerably less intense. Discipline is transitioning from something you do to something that is becoming a part of who you are. This phase is about solidifying these changes, pushing your boundaries responsibly, and ensuring that this newfound discipline becomes a sustainable, lifelong asset, not just a temporary sprint. Now, it's the time to look at the habit you've been cultivating and ask, how can I refine this? How can I make it even more effective? Can I push the duration or intensity just a little bit further, safely and sustainably? Perhaps you experiment with more advanced techniques in your workouts, or you tackle even more complex projects during your deep work sessions. This is also where you begin to more consciously connect your daily disciplined actions to your larger life vision. How does this specific habit you've built over the last 2 months contribute to the bigger picture of the life you want to create? See the direct line between showing up today and achieving those long-term aspirations. It's about understanding that discipline isn't just about ticking boxes. It's about intentionally building a life of purpose and meaning, one disciplined day at a time. During the integration, take time for reflection. Look back at where you were on day one. Acknowledge how far you've come. Celebrate the wins, both big and small. Recognize the new identity you've been forging, the identity of someone who is reliable, consistent, and capable of doing hard things. This self-acknowledgement is crucial for locking in the changes. You're no longer just trying to be disciplined. You are disciplined. This isn't about becoming a rigid robot, devoid of spontaneity or joy. True discipline actually creates more freedom. It frees you from the prison of procrastination and indecision. It frees up mental energy because you're no longer constantly battling with yourself. It gives you the capacity and the bandwidth to pursue things that truly matter to you. The goal of this 90-day challenge isn't to suffer through 90 days and then revert back to your old ways. The goal is to use these 90 days as a catalyst, a powerful launch pad to fundamentally transform your relationship with effort, with challenge, and with your own potential. It's about installing an operating system of excellence that will serve you for the rest of your life. So, here's your immediate call to action. Don't just let this be another interesting video you watched. Let this be the moment that sparks real, tangible change. Right now, today, I want you to take out a piece of paper or open a new note on your phone, and I want you to do two things. First, write down that one single, most important habit or goal that you will commit to for the next 90 days, starting from this very moment. Don't overthink it. Choose something that resonates deeply, something you know will make a difference. Second, define your why for this commitment. What is the deep, emotional reason that will keep you going when things get tough? Write it down with passion and clarity. And then commit. Commit to yourself. Commit to the process. Decide that for the next 90 days, you're going all in. What's that one habit going to be for you? I genuinely want to know. Drop it in the comments section below. Let's create a community of action takers right here, supporting each other on this journey. And if you're ready to truly rise anyway, to unlock that next level of your potential, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, because we're going to be diving deeper into strategies like this to help you build an extraordinary life. Give this video a thumbs up if you're feeling inspired and ready to take on this challenge. Remember this: the person you will be in 90 days, the person you will be in 1 year, in 5 years, is a direct result of the choices you make and the actions you take, starting today. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment never arrives. The perfect moment is now. It's about harnessing the power of consistent, daily effort. You possess an incredible wellspring of untapped potential within you, far more than you currently realize. This 90-day discipline challenge is simply a key, a framework to help you unlock it. The journey won't always be easy. There will be moments of doubt, moments of struggle. But every single time you choose discipline over distraction, every time you honor your commitment to yourself, you are casting a vote for the best version of yourself. You are building momentum. You are forging character. You are, quite literally, crafting your own destiny. You are so much stronger than you think. You are more capable than you can imagine. Take that first step, embrace the challenge, and get ready to meet a version of yourself, just 90 days from now, that you might not even recognize. A version that is more focused, more resilient, more powerful, and more fulfilled. Start now. Rise anyway.